Hey everyone, Mr. Happy here, and in this video we're going to be going over a recent announcement regarding Final Fantasy XIV, specifically the North American servers. Now for those who didn't watch the PAX East Q&A or just haven't heard about this yet, they are moving the North American data centers from where they currently are in Montreal, Canada, to another location we don't know yet. Some people are speculating it could be Texas or Chicago, two locations that would make a lot of sense, but they wanted to give us some clarifications about why they are doing the change in the first place. The big reason it seems to be, according to this post, is that when they set up the North American data center, it was the first time they ever set it up, and there's way too many limitations with their current location. They said that the North American data center, Square Enix's first attempt, spent much time quietly tackling related problems since the center's inception. Some of these problems included voltage overload, lack of physical space for additional servers, leading to inability to efficiently optimize servers and expand scale of data center itself. So it's not PS3 limitations all this time, it's North American data center limitations. That's the new meme. I hope you use it. Anyway, that's one of the big reasons why they're doing it, but there's also reasons behind the relocation. As someone who lives in California, I could give you one big reason. In New Jersey, I had 11 MS playing this game. In California, without battle ping, close to 200. I think usually around 180 to 210 in Southern California, because I'm pretty much on the complete opposite side of North America when it comes to where Montreal is versus to where Southern California is. So that's not the only thing though. Apparently, the North American data centers need to be moved in order to help facilitate the changes that they're going to be doing in the other data centers, which include increased inventory capacity, world-list cross-party matching and friend management. By the way, cross-server party finder, the cross-server friends list, cross-server link shells, free companies, all that stuff is what's included there. And additional content and increased field size for new areas. All this sounds like the stuff we've been blaming on PS3. It really does, and it sounds like it's been North America's fault the whole time instead. So honestly, there's a lot of big things. With all this new server efficiency, there's a lot of major updates. They just need to get those moved. It is a matter of necessity. On top of that, again, the ping, if it's more centralized in the United States, is going to be a big thing. See, changes to ping times is actually mentioned right here. If you live in the Northeast, you're probably used to those really good times. They said that Final Fantasy XIV was designed to be played in about 200 MS. You know, I'm not too surprised. Remember, the game originally launched with the built-in 300 MS, and it didn't even take into account player latency. And then they lowered it to 100, and then it's designed to be played in 200. That's the original 300 that they had programmed into the game. I just want to point that out. So players that are close to servers now, expect your latency to go up. Players that are far from the servers, like those of myself in California, expect it to go down. So we'll probably all be around even footing unless you're really, really close. You're someone who lives in the center of the United States, in the Chicago or Texas area, whatever they actually end up going with. Now, when the servers go down, it's going to be sometime in mid-May, and it looks like the server downtime is going to be about 48 hours. They're also going to be taking down the EU and JP data centers for up to 24 hours, required to connect existing servers with the new NA data center. So that's more of a back-end thing. Obviously, they can't physically connect them because they're on 3 different continents. They will be extending all active account subscriptions by 1 day for EU and Japan. And then I don't know, it says that we're looking to extend all active accounts by 1 day, but if ours are down for 2 days, I mean, I'm not going to sweat it over the 1 day, but I mean, I feel like it says up to 48 hours. Maybe it doesn't end up taking 48 hours, so we'll see what happens. In conclusion, they just wanted to let you guys know, it's difficult doing all this. It's not the easiest thing, but they had to do it or they couldn't continue to grow Final Fantasy XIV. I didn't realize it was that bad in Montreal, but I know there's definitely some better locations that they could have picked. I just want to share this with you guys because a lot of people are kind of excited about this one right here, additional content and increased field size for new areas. The Azim Steppe looks to be enormous, and we knew that the areas would be the same size or bigger than the Heavensward areas. We have things like Kugane just being 1 zone, which is definitely much appreciated. So we're hoping that this will lead to a higher quality game, especially with Stormblood coming out. We haven't heard anything terribly exciting yet. Outside of just more of what we kind of expect, and a lot of mysteries and unsaid descriptions of certain pieces of content like Eureka Omega, and that never before seen content in 4.2 whenever we're going to see that. But this is good news moving forward. Sorry we held you back so long, the rest of the world, but we're finally catching up. We have the technology. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. Be sure to like, favorite, subscribe, and share, and stay tuned for all the latest Final Fantasy XIV news as we lead our way less than 3 months now into Stormblood. Thank you for watching, and until next time, take care.